Here they are again, Rhode Island, coming to you from a hermetically sealed anti-TB bunker, the hosts of Voices in Your Head. A man who, when he heard that fat people were making millions by suing fast food establishments for making them fat, and smokers suing tobacco companies for giving them lung cancer, filed suit against Penthouse magazine for giving him carpal tunnel of the wrist, Barry P. Cook, and the mayor of Potty in My Pants, Viyh, Tom Izzo.
Hey, welcome to this edition of Voices in Your Head for June 2007. I'm Barry P. Cook.
Tom Izzo here.
Hey, what's going on? So, yeah, so it's
yeah,
hot.
hey, so yeah, how about that?
Out.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy. Speaking of hot, we should get right into this right away here.
Let's just jump right in, man.
The Maxim magazine.
Yeah.
They came out with their Hot 100 for 2007.
Please don't tell me you're going to read all 100 names.
I'm not. I'm going to read the top 10.
Even that's too much.
I'll read the top 5.
Fine. We have a deal.
Hopefully we'll be able to show you these pictures on the air. If not, I'm going to post them on the website, myspace.com/voicesinyourhead.
/ Barry Cook's penis.
And you can also, that's right, and you can also check them out, of course, at Maxim.com. But number 5 was Jessica Biel. Number 4.
Eh.
Yeah, I mean, she was in Seventh Heaven, Blade Trinity. So she's alright.
Eh.
Yeah. Christina Aguilera, number 4. She's very hot.
Too thin.
Very hot.
Too thin.
Oh, I love her.
No.
Totally do her any 2 seconds.
There's no cushion for the pushing there, man.
Scarlett Johansson, number 3.
I like her.
Yeah, she's hot.
Curvaceous.
Hot. Absolutely. Jessica Alba, number 2.
Oh, yes.
Number 2.
Number 1 in my book,
Oh,
man.
she's very hot.
That swarthy look, man. I don't know if she's Spanish. What is she, Mexican?
Yeah, she's Hispanic, yeah.
I'm digging that.
Yeah.
I'm really digging that.
Yes, man.
Black hair, curvaceous.
Oh, yeah.
You know, illegal immigration. Bring it on.
Hello.
Have them all come over.
You know, I made. I was in a movie for Timberwolf Entertainment that's not out yet.
Timberwolf Entertainment.
Called Shadows Fall, and there's a girl in
It's
that
not
movie.
out yet. When did you film that? Like 4 years ago?
Yeah, something like that. There's a girl in that movie named Danielle Lazo, and I was working on crew in a scene that she was in, and she's actually a working actress. She's like 20 years old, and she's going to be in the movie The Eye that's coming out. It's a remake of the original movie The Eye. Jessica Alba is starring, and she actually has a scene with Jessica Alba.
Really?
So how's that?
How exciting!
I know somebody that knows.
Look at
Jessica
you
Alba.
rubbing elbows with the stars.
I know. And both Jessica Alba's MySpace page and Danielle Lazo's MySpace page are accessible through our MySpace page because they're both on our friends list. Isn't that great?
Oh, yeah, it's wonderful.
All right, you ready? Number 1. Should we have like a? Can you guess? Any guesses?
Number 1.
Yeah, straight up.
If it's Angelina Jolie,
No.
I'm gonna. All right, fine. I'm gonna say Ashton Kutcher.
Lindsay Lohan.
No.
Lindsay Lohan.
No.
I think she looks hot on occasion.
No.
She's looked hot in the past.
No.
But number 1, like, where do they get that from?
First of all, she has freckles everywhere.
I like that though.
No.
That's hot.
Secondly, she's a coke-addicted, like
Yes.
like a skeleton.
Right.
That's not pleasurable.
No,
I could go.
No, it isn't.
I could go dig up some bones, have sex with the bones,
Yeah.
and then basically that's having sex
Right.
with Lindsay Lohan.
3 years ago on the top 100 list, absolutely. But now,
No, not even, man.
Oh yeah, no.
Dude, first of all, what is she, like 20, 22?
She's gonna be 21, yeah.
It's like she's still a little girl. I mean, that's not a. I need a woman. I need a 29 to 35.
I'll take 18 and over. Thank you very much.
Oh, Jesus. Look, you're on the MySpace page. Your hair's all greasy and slicked back. You got the disgusting facial hair. Dude, you're Chris Hansen is
disgusting facial hair.
I'm sorry. Chris Hansen's going to show up at your house.
Who's Chris Hansen? Oh, the guy
from How to Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
Mr. Cook, I'd like to ask you a few questions, but Mr. Cook.
Just as a frame of reference, number 100 was Noreen DeWolf. I have no idea who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
Ocean's 13. But while we're on the subject of Lindsay Lohan, what the hell's going on with her?
I don't really care. I don't care.
But see, I do, because Anna Nicole Smith waiting to happen. And it's sad.
Does not affect me. Does not affect my life. I don't.
No, I see what you're saying. It doesn't affect my life, but it's sad.
You know, she's going to go to rehab. She's going to go to a $4,000 a day, celebrity powwow.
Yeah.
She's going to get her ass coddled.
Yeah.
All right? You and I, we get addicted to coke. We're sucking dick for a living. All right?
No, I hear you. The thing about it, though, is that, first of all, it's sad. Second of all, it's all over the news. Like, this kind of thing now dominates
it's sickening to
the
me.
news.
It's sickening to me, though.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, in other words, okay, the fact that she's going through this is one thing, but the fact of how it's playing out...
I wouldn't say it dominates the news.
I mean, but the entertainment show news shows, it's all over the place. It's all over the regular news, like, every hour.
No, it's not. Every hour?
If you watch CNN...
What, are you out of your mind?
If you watch CNN... Every hour, they either roll it under the crawl...
Who has time to watch CNN all day?
I'm just saying, it's on the regular
I watched
crawl.
CNN for 12.5 hours while I did nothing,
on a Sunday,
and noted that Lindsey Lohan was featured 25 times.
My Xbox is broken, and this there was nothing on TV.
Major tragedy.
So
Tom Izzo reporting live from the cookhouse where Barry P. Cook's Xbox has broken.
Sucks, dude. It's either on the crawl or they're talking about it for 3 or 4 minutes with, like, experts in,
experts.
So-called experts in, drunkenness. It's just crazy.
It's out of control, man.
Yeah.
First of all, I could give two shits about Lindsay Lohan's cocaine problem, right? I've got my own problems. I've got Tom Izzo problems, right?
Yeah.
Tom Izzo has bills. Tom Izzo has to keep a job.
Yeah.
Tom Izzo has to wake up in the morning. Yeah. Lindsay Lohan going out to some, fancy clubs where she's drinking, $1,000 bottles of Cavassier.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting my ass up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
This just in Tom Izzo news.
But that's the whole reason to sort of talk about it, because it's just an indication of how backwards our society is.
It's an escapist point of view, you know? You want to live through these high-powered, fast-moving kids.
Yeah.
They're out in Hollywood. They're having the life that you and I want.
Right. And to a certain extent, I worry about the people who
emulate them.
Correct. So there's that whole angle.
It's an expensive lifestyle, though. I don't think anybody in Rhode Island's emulating that.
Probably not.
I went to New York system and I did cocaine off of a wiener.
Yeah. Huh. No, I hear.
Hey.
But
how are you? Yes.
So that's going on, and it's just
Buddy CNC.
Right.
Out of jail, man.
I want to see him run again and be mayor.
Prince of Providence is out. Congratulations. He did 4.5 years.
Yeah.
Fort Dix, New Jersey. He seems to be in good spirits.
Yeah.
He's looking good. He's wearing the baseball cap. Apparently he's not wearing the toupee anymore.
No. Oh, like everything?
No, he's done. He said he's done wearing the toupee.
Really?
Yeah. So he'll be back in Rhode Island soon. We'd love to have him back. He can actually run for the city of for the mayor in 2012.
Yeah.
So 5 years
he'll
from
be
now.
kind of old, I think, at the time.
Yeah, he'll probably. I don't know.
I see him working in city government again, though.
Do you really? I don't. I think he'll lay low. Probably.
I mean, maybe not an elected official, but
nah, he'll get a job as a talk show host, something like that.
Yeah.
But
he'd be good, but he's good at that. So.
Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back.
I don't know. So, hey, just quickly, I should get back to Jessica.
Yes, Barry, please.
For 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
The Fantastic Four movie's coming out.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
The first one wasn't that great. It
sucked.
It was okay.
It's terrible.
I don't know if I go that far, but it was, 2-3 stars at the most.
Well, Jessica Alba was in it, so
yeah. But the new
worth
one,
watching it just because of that.
The new one looks really good to me. So I don't know. I'm gonna definitely check it out. I'm kind of excited for it. Anyway, I went to see Pirates of the Caribbean the other week.
Yes. What is it, like 5.5 hours long?
Yeah, it's long.
Dun 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 dun.
Disappointing film.
Was it really?
Yes, and my review can be read at my blog, on my blog.
Barry, don't tease us with your blog.
MySpace.com.
People have tuned in to see the video version of your blog.
It was too long. Too long. Too many...
a lot of swordplay?
There's some swordplay. Too many plots going on. Just not as good as the first one. The second one wasn't as good as the first one. The first one was tight and cohesive. The second,
had humor to it as well.
Yeah, I mean, these have humor, but the second and third one's just... I'm watching it and I'm going...
I've seen enough of that.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I mean, I would have liked more of the first one, but these were just like not parodies, but variations on it that weren't as good.
How much Jeffrey Rush could I expect to see in this new one?
Quite a bit, but which
Really?
is good. I love
Jeffrey
Rush. Yeah.
You best start believing in ghost stories, Barry.
You best start believing in it.
You're in one.
You're in one, yeah. Thank you, Jack. You're welcome. Not you. We named the monkey Jack. Anyway,
Jeffrey Rush is a good man.
Well, while I was there, I saw a couple of cool displays for movies that are coming out.
Okay.
And I took some pictures of them with my cell phone camera, which means, gosh darn it,
Barry P. Cook
that I can show them without being hassled for it. Because they're mine, and I own the damn copyright.
Oh, Jesus. How crappy quality are these? These are pretty good.
The Simpsons one is really good. The Silver Surfer one's kind of because it's really reflective, the surface.
So let me get this straight. You went to a movie theater.
Yeah.
With your cell phone camera.
Well, I have my cell phone on me at all times, and I went to see a movie.
So you're sitting in the movie theater seats like this with your cell phone camera,
No.
taking pictures of trailers?
No. Displays in the lobby. Displays.
Why?
To do the other would be illegal.
Oh, Jesus.
They're cool. I want to show them to the audience.
Can you imagine that whole scene going on? You walk into a showcase, there's one Barry P. Cook cell phone camera, and he's taking photos of posters.
Not posters.
What a horror! What a personal horror that would be if I walked into a showcase and saw you do it.
If they were mere posters, I would not have taken the photo.
Oh.
Why? I do this for our audience, especially now.
Nobody's calling for that. Well, nobody wants you to do this.
But I have to show something besides you and I sitting
there.
No,
you don't. No, you don't.
Okay, I'm running the pictures anyway.
All right. Look at these pictures.
Star Wars turned 30.
Yeah, man.
Did you see the G4 Star Wars at 30 celebration?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's probably gonna run again. You got to see it. They showed They showed a guy who works for Lucasfilm, but he's also a collector, and he has like this friggin' house-sized warehouse of all his Star Wars collectibles, and he's got unbelievable stuff that they show on there. And the cool part for me though was they showed Olivia Munn.
Who's that?
She is the host of G4 TV's Attack of the Show.
Yes.
She's very cool. She's a friend of our MySpace page. She's
really?
commented our page once.
Well, very impressive.
She's quite hot.
Very
and
impressive.
She's dressed up in the metallic Leia costume from Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah, the bikini.
Oh yeah.
The Jabba bikini. So yes.
We're trying to get permission from her to let me use the picture.
Please.
So hopefully we'll be able to show that.
You'll never get a response.
Go to her page.
Dear, what's her name? Her first name?
Olivia.
Dear Olivia, Barry P. Cook here, host of Voices in Your Head.
She knows me.
I was perhaps wondering if I could use a picture of you in our popular public act. Nobody's responding to you.
She hasn't yet. She has responded to me.
Do we even get email from anybody?
Not anymore. But we get comments on our page.
Let me send out a big Voices in Your Head hello to Jim Brinson.
Who's that?
He's a guy who watches the show that I know, and he always comes up to me and said, Tom, I recognize you wearing the Red Sox hat. Jim, if you're out there, he usually watches us before he watches HBO's Cat House.
I
believe that comes on right after us.
There you go.
So he tunes in here, gets a little titillated, and then flips over to HBO.
Sounds good to me.
Jim, how you doing, man?
I may have to take on that exact viewing pattern.
That's right.
Myself.
It's a great watch. It's your Sunday night fixture.
But Star Wars is turning 30.
Yeah, that's crazy, cool. Man. It's crazy. 30 years old.
What was I, 7 when it came out? I was.
I don't know.
So anyway, check out Olivia Munn. Her page is, of course, linked to ours. She's one of our friends.
When Star Wars came out, I was -6.
Oh, dude, I must have been 8.
-6.
Lord. See how
old I was in... I can't talk.
I'm an old fart.
Yeah, you are, man.
Anyway, did you see the pictures of the Joker?
Yes, I did. Very dark, very twisted.
Yeah.
Very demented.
I'm trying to get permission to show that, too.
You'll never get permission, Barry.
Because
don't you understand that Rhode Island Public Access, it's very censored nowadays, so you cannot show what you want.
No.
Because they're afraid of getting sued.
Which
just
is
like
gonna happen.
most modern-day broadcasting.
Yeah.
Everybody has legal departments with a staff of 25 lawyers.
Yeah.
Everybody's up in arms. Oh, you can't do this. You can't say this. You can't do that. Why bother? Why even bother?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Keep the dream alive.
Yes.
So I don't know, but it looks very dark. He's got like that scar.
He
The
does.
makeup
He
is
has,
very like ad hoc type makeup.
Yeah, it's very. How can I describe it? Minimalist.
Yeah.
And it's just. He just looks like he stuck his face in acid, literally.
Yeah.
He doesn't. It's not like clown makeup like Nicholson.
Right.
This is just like he looks like his face was, changed in some chemically altered, effed up process.
Yeah, it looks very messed up.
Yeah.
Very messed up.
It looks like. I mean, I love this new Batman franchise. It's great.
It is actually.
The first one was awesome. They did a really good job. Christian
agree.
Bale, awesome as Batman.
So
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Now, you saw Rocky Balboa, right?
I did indeed.
Okay. And it was okay.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I enjoyed it.
You know they're doing another Rambo.
Yes, John Rambo.
Okay. Have you seen the trailer?
I have not.
Okay, again, I'm trying to get permission to run the trailer.
Oh, Jesus, all these permissions.
I know, it sucks. It sucks. I can't show anything without permission. But it's available on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can check it out on YouTube. I might link it to our page. MySpace.
Let's pause the show as the audience accesses YouTube. We'll wait. Go
You
ahead.
can go afterwards. But he looks like hell.
Stallone?
Yeah, I mean, the Rocky thing, okay, he carried it off. He's just a boxer. But in this, they've got him. He's 60 years old. He's got the long black hair.
He's got a curly mullet.
And he's
the Rambo mullet.
Yeah, and come on.
And he just looks slightly odd.
Yeah,
he doesn't look the same. Like his face,
It's all puffy.
he had some sort of plastic surgery.
Yeah, I mean, if they were going to do it, that's fine. He could still carry it off. But come on, not the long black
he
hair.
could definitely. You could pull off the boxer thing, because you get hit in the face.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Even the Rambo thing he could pull off, but shave his head.
Yeah, that curly mullet, it's not working.
Yeah, do the military cut, something, but the curly, long, dark, black...
That's Rambo, man. You can't have Rambo without the mullet.
Ugh.
Just like you can't have Barry P. Cook without the same rotation of 3 shirts. The green one, the red one. Is this a new one?
Yeah, it's relatively new.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that.
The green one, the red one. I have a black one. With the stripes. I have this one.
Too much. That's too much.
I have one other one, but anyway.
I can't take it.
So the trailer is very brutal, like the kills.
Are they?
Like exploding heads.
See, that's what I mean, that I'm for.
Yeah.
Remember, there was a period of time when you went to a rated R movie, it was a rated R movie. There were breasts.
Yeah.
There were, headshots.
Yeah.
Grotesque violence.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about,
Well, Hostile. Hostile.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, an action movie.
Yeah,
where the main hero would just wreak so much havoc. Stabbing people in the face.
Yeah.
Carnage. Nowadays,
like the original Rambo.
Nowadays, these Vin Diesel action movies.
Yeah.
He's very clean kills. There's no blood.
Yeah, right.
It's just like an X-Men where Wolverine he guts somebody and no blood comes out.
Yeah, right.
I want that goddamn carnage where I can see when I don't want them fast camera motion like Gladiator, where you just kind of see it but you don't.
Yeah, right.
I want to see the full kill.
Well, you'll get to see that.
The full stab, the full Rambo shot to the face.
If the stuff in the trailer stays in the movie, you'll be seeing that.
Good.
So you can check out that trailer.
Please don't censor this, man.
Yeah, I know they shouldn't.
Don't censor our stuff.
They shouldn't.
I'm sick of it.
They really.
I've had it.
So I'm waiting for that. That's going to be good. I have some news in the department.
Yeah, go right ahead.
In the department.
Yes.
David Hyde Pierce of Frasier fame.
Yeah.
Niles.
Yes.
Came out of the closet.
Did he really?
Admitted that he's a homosexual.
Did he?
You know my reaction to that? Well, duh!
Please don't do that ever again.
Were
you planning on making that like a featured segment on this show?
I think we might have news from the department.
And we can record the same pre-recorded you saying "duh" clip each time.
There you go. So he came out of the closet.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty apparent.
Yeah, I mean, come on. How obvious was it that he was gay? And B, more obvious when they would say to him, "David, are you gay?" Well, I'm not.
Well, on Frasier,
I'm not inclined to
when he started having sex with the Australian chick, that's when I tuned out. That's not happening. No, he's not getting her, man. Was there a Daphne, I believe?
Yeah,
was
Daphne,
that the housekeeper?
She's British, yeah.
She's British?
Yeah.
I thought she was Aussie.
No.
I wonder how she's holding up.
I don't know. She's hot. I like her. So yeah, so he came out of the closet, big fracking.
Good for him, man.
It's just down to Clay Aiken now. We got Lance Bass out. We got David Hyde Pierce. It's just down to Clay Aiken
And you.
and myself on the list of people who they're gay, and when you ask them if they're gay, they go, "Well, I'm not really."
What I mean,
tell you
Barry, you're one of those guys. I mean, you're so in denial that not only are you ruining your own life, but you have a wife and kids. Did you ever think of them? I mean, you're a gay man. You're a gay man.
Just don't care.
What's your wife going to think when she finds those photos?
She's probably going to think...
Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning?
There you go.
Right.
Probably get sued for that now because the guy who does that
Oh,
impersonation
come on, stop.
has the copyright on that. And
Copyright this.
they'll probably pull our tape for putting that on there.
Probably.
We'll
We'll just see what happens. That's what I do.
There you go. Hey, we have John Rambo on the desk here, by the way.
Do we really?
See?
Oh, there he is.
See, we are on top of it.
Huh?
He doesn't look like that anymore. He's got the long hair. It's just terrible. All right. So David Hyde Pierce came out, and Clay Aiken I hope comes out soon because I'm really getting tired of him saying, I'm just not going to say whether I'm gay.
Yeah, right.
Idiot.
Like he needs anyone to tell that.
Right. So, Paris Hilton
What about her?
in the news. Did you see the MTV Movie Awards?
No, I did not. No.
Sarah Silverman slammed her, and she was in the audience.
Really?
Yeah, she's going, they're going to make her more comfortable at the jail by painting the bars to look like penises. And then she goes, I just hope Paris doesn't chip her teeth on those things.
Oh.
And Paris is in the audience looking like, that's not funny.
Oh, Jesus.
So she turned herself in.
Yeah, but she's going to jail for 25 days.
Now, what do you think of that? The fact that I know you think she's a loser and the whole thing. And
I don't think she's a loser. Clearly, she's very successful, has a lot of money,
Yeah.
a lot of fans, a lot of followers, and she has no talent.
Well, I mean,
No.
she has very little, if any, talent, and she's certainly not an intellectual.
These sort of people, which they have no talent. They do nothing. They're just paid for media appearances.
Vapid, hot-looking meat sex.
Yeah. What was that term you just
Vapid,
used?
hot-looking meat sex.
Meat sex.
Meat sacks. Sacks of
Meat sacks.
Yeah. No, she's certainly not going to be on any list of intellectual beings.
No.
And she's certainly not the hottest thing on the planet.
She's not bad for a skinny
No, I
chick.
mean, she's not what you'd call beautiful.
Nah.
She's got a nice body, a cute
She
face.
kind of looks like an alien a little bit.
Yeah, a little. She's got a hot body, a cute face.
Little big alien head thing going on.
Yeah, but that's about it.
Seen the video?
Which video?
The Paris Hilton videotape?
Oh, the sex one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's a good girl.
Yeah. But she has acted in a couple movies, and not great movies, and her performances certainly weren't great, but they were passable.
Get to your point, Cook!
I'm getting to it. I've seen worse performances. I happen to enjoy her CD very much, I have to say.
Oh, you fag.
And I know it's not great, it's just I like it a lot myself.
Almost says what?
What? Okay. But here's the point. She did a bad thing. She drove under the influence of alcohol in excess of the legal limit, okay?
Yes.
She further drove on a suspended license, which resulted from that DUI.
Right.
And the judge got her in the court, and he said, okay, I know that fining you would be pointless because you're rich.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to fine you if it's not going to mean anything to you. It's not going to get you to understand that you can't keep doing this. So what I am going to do is throw you in jail for 23 days. I'm not going to give you work release. I'm not going to give you home confinement. I'm not going to give you community service or probation. I'm going to throw you in jail for 23 days.
Okay.
And I think this goes to the whole argument where, like what you were saying before, if you and I got involved with cocaine, we'd be, sucking weenies for a living.
Oh, my God.
Because we're not famous and we can't get away with it.
Right.
I think the opposite happened here. I think this guy said, you know what, I know a lot about you because you're in the media, and I think you're a vapid, talentless meat sack. And now you're in my courtroom because you did something stupid and potentially dangerous, and in a way that sort of demonstrates that you're ignorant or that you're not reverential of the law.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw the book at you, essentially.
What is your point, sir?
Well, I think that's just as bad as rich people getting away with stuff because they're famous where we wouldn't. It's just this is the difference now. She's getting a harsher treatment because of her status, then I think she deserves. Look, she did something wrong. She probably did it with thumbing her nose at the law on purpose. She says she didn't know she wasn't supposed to drive.
Please.
I don't believe that. But, you know what? She didn't damage any property. She didn't hurt anyone. And, to me, 23 days in jail, too harsh a sentence. I think she should have been given home confinement with the community service. I think that she would have hated having to be confined to her house. She would have hated having to do real hard community service.
Get out of here, man.
Just as
she would have hated to get confined to her house. She lives in a mansion. All right. First of all, her house is basically the size of Wakefield, Rhode Island.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
You're right.
So she can have her little servants run out, get whatever she wants. Home confinement, not an option.
I don't agree.
Not an option.
I don't agree. She lives for the paparazzi. She lives for the wild outdoor, nightlife in the clubs. That's her life. Robbing her of that, it would have been commensurate with the crime. Keep in mind, she didn't kill anyone. I mean, I understand that's not a harsh punishment to confine her to her house, but that's the point. What she did didn't mandate a harsh punishment.
Of course it did. Of course it did, man. She drove drunk. All right?
Barely.
You
barely.
say, How many people die a year from that?
I do, but barely.
Barely. It doesn't matter.
I don't think you or I would have gotten the same sentence.
No, we would not have.
Okay.
I'll agree with you on that.
That's my point. This guy looked at a situation that warranted a lesser sentence.
It's called setting an example. Sorry, it comes with a life. All right? If I can make that trade-off and do 23 days in jail and be a hotel heir, are you kidding me? I would switch places in a heartbeat.
You might, but it goes to the overall issue of justice. And if justice is perverted one way or the other, it's never good for the people, the rank and file people. And I think you or I in the same situation, we would have gotten home confinement. We would have gotten, a fine is out of the question, obviously. But you and I would have gotten a fine because it would have suited us. If not a fine, home confinement, community service, probation, for the same offense with the same record.
No,
Paris Hilton got 23 days in jail because the judge didn't like her, and because she's a vapid, talentless meat sack. And I think that's wrong. I think he should not have confused his dislike of her personally with the crime that she committed.
She drove drunk. She violated her probation. She does time in jail. It's that simple.
I disagree.
She already had a chance. She got the probation, Barry.
Yeah.
She had that chance. She broke it.
Yeah.
She goes originally she was going to do 45 days.
Really?
So she does 23 days. Big effing deal. And you think she's going to go to a regular, tough girl jail?
No, I know.
She's going to be alone in her cell.
Yeah.
She'll read a few books. Nothing's going to happen, man.
But for her, that's excruciating.
Oh, please.
I think it doesn't fit
excruciating. You know what? You know what's excruciating? Working for a living.
Yeah, absolutely.
Working for a living. That's excruciating.
That's on the
all right?
list.
I don't want to go to work at all. I want to stay home all day. I want to play video games, watch TV, but that can't happen. If I were Paris Hilton, that would definitely be happening.
Yeah. I just think it goes too far. I think he could have sort of robbed her of that life briefly without putting her in jail.
Clearly, the best punishment would have been to destroy all copies of that horrible CD. Even though this guy's that crazy. Please.
Not in the house with Beethoven. No,
She's
I understand that.
But vapid,
enjoyable,
disgusting, horrible waste of human life. It's taking up my time right now.
Yes.
The very fact that we're having this conversation.
No, absolutely, but that doesn't give the judge the right to over-sentence her for a crime that she committed.
He didn't over-sentence her. No, he didn't.
Okay. We'll agree to disagree on that.
She got the proper sentence that she deserved.
Okay.
Right?
So say it.
I hope she gets raped in jail.
Me too, actually.
No, not an enjoyable rape either.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking of like a K.D. Lang style shit. Little mullet, big rolled up sleeves, big hands, big man hands.
Oh God! I have a few more things on the list. One of them is
get to it quick.
Me and my cell phone.
Yeah, you've taken pictures,
this
man.
new segment, Cell Phone Theater.
What a nightmare.
That we've used.
What a nightmare this is.
You know how I go around collecting permits and stuff? Well,
Yeah.
I was in the Coventry building inspectors, the building where the Coventry building
You're like a mob guy. You go around and pick up permits for a living. You got the permit? No.
Right. And I had to use the facility. So I go to use the bathroom, and
imagine that.
I discovered something interesting. I'm just going to show you
Imagine you're a town administrator,
Yeah.
and Barry P. Cook shows up. Hey, can I use your bathroom? Oh, what a horrible, horrible time that would be.
Okay.
That would be me right there. Barry P. Cook shows
I
up.
wish we could get the battery worked. You're breaking the set here, Tom. Anyway, I'll show you this video of what I discovered in the bathroom at the building where the coffee.
Are you sure we have the permission to play it?
I took this video myself, so
Oh, yeah?
yes, we do. Gosh darn it. All right, we have wacky news left.
Hey!
Before we get into that, I just want to mention that over the end credits this month,
Yeah.
I'm going to run some music by a group called the
Barry
Goners.
P. Cook and the Flamers.
No, the Goners. I have permission to run this stuff. They're a Rhode Island band. They came across us on MySpace and sent an ad request. And I listened to their music and I was like, holy crap, these guys are great. They're a local Rhode Island band called the Goners.
Live long and prosper.
They're a punk rockabilly. They call themselves punk rockabilly garage. That's their style. The music is awesome. If you ask me, and I'm going to run it over the end.
Maybe
credits,
they can write a theme for our show.
Yeah, I got to see if we can get them to do something like that because, you know, I have to get permission to use the other one.
You could write the lyrics right here.
I could, but
spend an hour with Barry Cook and be horrified by his personal life. Dun 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 dun.
Oh god. Okay.
Whoa!
So that's gonna run over the end credits. So
I look
stay
forward
tuned
to it.
After we sign up to check them out because they're awesome. You can check them out even more by going to our page at Voices
People
in Your
never
Head.
make. People don't make it to the end credits. Here.
MySpace.com/Voices in Your Head.
Here's people watching this show. Well, who are those two
Yeah.
those two jerk offs?
I know.
2 minutes. Click.
I know. What are you gonna do? Anyway, on to the wacky news. Now that we've talked about what's coming up in the end credits.
Okay.
Teen sentenced for semen salad dressing. You ready for this? Wheaton, Illinois. And maybe he should go to jail for 23 days.
No, he should be praised.
A judge has ordered a 17-year-old to pay a $750 fine and perform 120 hours of community service for contaminating salad dressing with semen and returning it to a suburban Chicago high school's cafeteria. And, yeah, he's got 2 years probation for this. He's going to write a letter of apology to Wheaton North High School officials.
Sorry I d***ed off in the salad dressing. Signed, Tony.
He's got to work with AIDS patients as his community service. It was just...
Sorry I put semen in your ranch dressing. So sorry. Wah! Signed,
He
Carlos.
thought of the prank after watching a movie filled with crude stunts. Oh, great. Now they're not going to allow that in movies anymore.
Not another semen movie.
He says, I have no explanation for what I did. I felt bad after I did it. He's got to miss the end of his senior year.
Senior.
It's just, you know, you
Senior.
idiot. You idiot!
More like, you champion of Rhode Island. I got nothing left, man. There's nothing up
Alright,
here.
you do one. I got one, but you
Alright, I'll read the thing, and everybody will laugh as I read it. Nipple enhancement, New York.
There you go.
You've had your breast enhanced, and now you have that Jane Mansfield look. But something's still missing. Your nipples just don't have that perk. Enter one of the fastest-growing cosmetic surgeries in the United States. It's called nipple enlargement, Barry. Nipple enlargement. New York-based nipple surgeon Bruce Nadler. He performs the procedure on half a dozen people a year.
Nipples Nadler.
That's right, Nadler.
Nipples Nadler.
Half a dozen people a year, says most do it because they want the, quote, teasing look, end quote, of an erect nipple all the time.
Oh my.
It's too much. All the time?
Yeah,
All the time?
I guess.
Still others, mostly men, are nipple fetishists.
Hello.
I love that word, fetishists. I don't get to use that enough. Fetishists. Who want their nipples to be the biggest. The men want this?
I guess so.
That's disgusting. You got this done, though.
I did.
Let's see those
I
nips.
did.
Oh, my. No! No!
Wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, Jesus.
Tape pulled. Obscene.
I just threw up in my own mouth. Dr. Nadler says another popular procedure is nipple reduction surgery, which is mostly done by women who are self-conscious about having pepperoni nipples. Are you gonna make sausage on the end
Tara
of
Reid.
Yeah?
Tara Reid.
Yeah, does she?
So
I don't have enough oxygen in
That
my
crazy
brain,
stuff's going
man.
on.
I'm losing it.
Here's one that has to do with Rhode Island. You ready?
Oh, I've never been more ready, Barry.
Plumbers fight for famous phone number.
I've heard this.
Yeah, one-hit wonder Tommy Two-Tone made the phone number 867-5309.
8675309.
Famous in the band's 1982 hit single.
Jenny.
That's right.
Jenny.
And now that you just sang that, we are going to get pulled for not having permission
No.
to sing that song.
Come talk to me later.
Okay. Now, a Rhode Island company and a national firm are battling over the right to use the number, which doesn't reach Jenny. Duh.
What?
But instead a decent plumber.
Ready?
Yeah.
8675309. Hi, you've reached Gem Plumbing.
That's right.
I
Wake
wanted
up
to
to
talk to Jenny. Who
Yeah.
the f*** are you?
2 years ago, Gem Plumbing and Heating of Lincoln trademarked the phone number in their and use it for their phone number and all their ads and everything. Brown University used to have the number. They gave it up.
Yeah.
They got constant prank calls.
Right.
So this number works in the 401 area code and in the 617 area code in Southern Mass. But a Florida-based plumbing outfit called Clockwork Home Services, they have a toll-free 800 number version of 8675309. And
it gets you Cambodian prostitutes.
And
named Jenny.
They have
spelled with an IE.
That's right. They have like subcontractors in Rhode Island, so you could call from Rhode Island the 800 number and get them.
Yeah.
Instead of Gem. So Gem is of course not happy, but this other company is arguing that Gem can't trademark that number because you can only trademark a vanity number such as 1-800-Flowers. So there's a court battle going on between these two companies, I think it's kind of funny. But Tommy Two-Tone, they consulted him on it. They asked him about it, and he told the Boston Globe that he wished that neither of them would use it, and he said it's ridiculous. If I wanted to get into it, I could probably take the number away from both of them.
Tommy Two-Tone is commenting in the press.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's relevant again. What do you think Tommy Two-Tone is up to at his house? Ironing his fluorescent shirts?
Could be.
Yes, Mr. Two-Tone, we'd like you to comment on this very, very controversial numbers war going on in Rhode Island. I'll be right there. Let me put on my one shirt that I have left.
That's right. There you go.
Let me point this out, Barry. This is our fabulous public access award.
Yes.
I haven't noticed this until now, but there's a hole in the bottom of it.
Yeah. I don't know what.
You don't know why. Of course you know why.
Obscene.
Oops, we were pulled off the air.
But,
are we done yet?
You have one more story.
All right. Rooftop romp watched by thousands.
Yeah.
A video of two lovers caught in the act on top of a London building has spread like wildfire on the internet. Big surprise.
Yeah, it got pulled, but...
Staff at Soho production company MJZ filmed the pair and posted the video on YouTube. The Sex and the City clip has already received thousands of hits from all over the world on the video sharing site. Producer at MJZ said she was shocked to look out from her second floor window and spot the pair engaged in their sunshine romp. She said, I was working away, looked up, saw the bloke and the girl, this must be an English thing, in the doggy position, my favorite by the way, going at it on top of a building. What is the big news story? People were having sex and it's on camera? That happens like every day.
On the top of a building in downtown London.
That happens on top of the big blue bug like every day. That guy's got a blue pit. Nope, that's just a big blue bug.
So I just thought that was cool. The video got pulled, of course. It's not up there anymore. So
off with it.
I couldn't get a copy of it, but anyway. So that's going on. Anyway,
hey, I was like browsing your show's website. I was wondering if there was an MP3 download of the show available so that I might podcast it.
Oh, one more thing I got to mention, and I'm definitely probably not going to give permission to air this, but I was on O'Reilly again yesterday.
Yes, you were.
Talking about the presidential
You're busy calling talk radio shows.
And John Edwards.
You know, you're all busy.
I was on for a couple minutes.
How long were you on hold?
Not long, actually.
Really?
Through the commercial break.
Getting right through to O'Reilly?
Yeah, pretty much.
No spin song begins here. Up first, Barry Cook, Barry!
So, I probably
If he
won't
only knew.
be able to air that here, but I will post it on myspace.com/voicesinyourhead.
Oh yeah, you tape recorded it through the karaoke
No,
machine
you know what I
again?
did? I didn't do that this time. I wised up to the fact that you can download each show after it airs from this website for free. So I downloaded it, opened it right up in Premiere, and cut it down to size. And I'm going to put it on the website.
Look at you with your downloading in Premiere.
Yeah, very cool.
Very high tech of you.
Absolutely. So check that out. Check out links or what have you, or to the different stuff we've discussed on the show that I probably will not get permission to air in time to include them on the show.
Right.
And don't forget,
don't forget!
I got in a little trouble for this, but I'm gonna do it again.
Please don't. You're pushing the boundaries too much.
If you think it's silly that we can't air stuff without permission, considering the fact that it would very likely be considered fair use anytime we ever did air any such thing. If you think it's silly that we're not allowed to do that, then the only way that policy is going to change is if you people call in and ask to be connected to to get the number for Rhode Island PBS.
Nobody's going to
now
do
runs
this.
the interconnect. Well, I'm going to give the number.
Nobody's going to do this.
383-2051. That's the number for Leanne. She works at a Cox studio.
Oh, you're getting us in trouble again.
Where I drop off the tape for the show.
Leanne's going to watch this. She's going to pull the show.
I really don't care. And because then I can take them to court with the ACLU.
Oh God! Don't involve me, please.
I won't. They can get
That's
a
all I
number
need.
from Leanne for Rhode Island PBS, and give
all I
them a
need.
call and complain that producers should be allowed to
You're gonna
put
end
stuff
up.
on without permission.
You're
because
gonna end
of
up
the
going to
fair
court.
The fair use doctrine.
You're gonna end up going to court.
So
then you're gonna pull me into it. Oh, associate producer Tom Izzo. I'm gonna get subpoenaed.
No.
And then I'm gonna punch
I'll keep
you.
out of it. I'll keep you
I'm not paying any fines or going to jail,
I'll
man.
keep you out of it.
This is just change the name of the show to Barry
No,
P. Cook
I want to
Show.
get them to change the policy so that doesn't happen.
You do that, man.
Okay.
I'll just show up for 40 minutes, tape the show, and get the hell out of here, like I do every month. I don't want to be bothered. I just want to go home.
That's right. I hear you.
I just want to stay home. That's basically all I want to do.
Me too. I hear you.
All right. I don't want to do
a little
anything.
lube.
A little what?
Lube, little Cinemax.
Stop it now. I just threw up in my mouth again.
Again.
That's
All
right. Twice in one show.
We'll see you next month, barring imprisonment. And stay tuned to check out The Goners. You'll be glad you did.
Good day.
Bye.